but how tired are you guys of hitting each other? You want to go hit somebody else now?
Oh, man, we excited to play Saturday. You know, we've been hitting each other all camp. So finally get to hit another team, so that's fun.
What have you seen from their QB on tape? And he's a freshman, so I know there's not a lot out there on him.
Oh, well, obviously you got to be a good quarterback if he's starting as a freshman, but strong arm, kind of athletic. We just trying to prepare for him the best way we can, be ready to play Saturday.
What have you seen from their receivers?
Real shifty. They got some speed out there on the edges, so it's going to be a good challenge.
You watch high school film of their QB?
Yeah.
How much can you take from high school film? Is it much or?
Not much. I mean, just see how well he throw the ball, see how he move, but that's about it.
We've heard so much about the secondary, about how good you guys can be. How good can you be?
I think we can be the best just because we put in the work. Now we just got to go put the product on the field and do it on game day.
How excited are y'all to finally hit the field and show what you can do?
Super excited, man. Just been waiting on it since the Virginia game, so ready to get back out there.
Really the goal every week is to confuse the opposing quarterback, but when you face a true freshman making his first start, do you put more emphasis on disguising or doing stuff to get into his head and rattle him a little bit?
Nah, we're not too much focusing on that, just playing our game, you know, take it week by week.
Speaking of Virginia, you've seen a lot of the ACC, I think 3 of the last 4 games now against the ACC. What do you think of that league, and how much is that? I know it's just an individual game, but is there a little conference pride here?
Not really, you know, we just focus on North Carolina, not really thinking in the big picture, just focus on North Carolina being 1-0 at the end of the day.
How different is this opening game for you a year later? You started as a freshman, now you're more mature. A year later, you're more confident. What's this opening game like for you compared to last year?
Well, obviously last year being a freshman, you know, I always got the first game jitters. Still got them this year, but, you know, I pretty much know what to expect, know how to prepare for the game, and I'm just looking forward to it, you know.
You guys faced their offensive coordinator last year. He was at Ole Miss.
Right.
Is there any carryover? Do you talk about that potentially being a carryover with his scheme, or is because there's a freshman quarterback, there's probably not as much carryover?
No, we watched some Ole Miss film because, like you said, he was an offensive coordinator there, and Ole Miss had a lot of yards on us that game. So just locking in on the keys, you know, it's probably still going to be some of the same tendencies there. So that's
obviously a lot of points scored. What do you remember about that offensive scheme and the way they ran?
A heavy RPO team. They had some talent on Ole Miss, too, on the offensive side of the ball. So it was just a game, but we came out with the win, so that's all that mattered.
We've heard a lot about you and Israel at the corner. Who else in this secondary has really impressed you in camp and that you're excited to see?
Everybody really, you know. I feel like we got a lot of talent all around the board in the safety room, the corner room, Cam coming along, John Dixon, Shiloh. You know, they all coming along, and I just feel like we got quality depth in the secondary. It's going to be a real exciting season.
Who's the leader of the secondary?
I said before, it's not really a leader of the secondary. I think we all do a good job of holding each other accountable just because we all had quality reps in this league. If you look at me, Jemias, Jaycee, RJ, Izzy, we all play quality reps. So we just all hold each other accountable in meetings, practice, and we're going to carry that over to the game field also.
How much could it mean to you guys to have an older guy like JT out there? He's been around for 5-6 years, played a lot of college football. What does he bring to the secondary?
Just maturity. We got a lot of old guys, but we also have some young guys. You know, me and Izzy really still consider young just because we only sophomores. So the biggest thing I take from JT is just how he takes care of his body off the field. You know, always getting rehab, always getting treatment, having the right diet. That's what really impressed me most about JT, and I look up to him in those ways.
Can you say, outside of obviously winning the game on Saturday, what do you want to see from this defense kind of make you feel even better about where you guys are headed this year?
Well, really, I'm just focused on Saturday. You know, Coach Muschamp talks about each week is a season. We're just trying to be 1-0 on Saturday night. You know, I want the defense to be playing fast, hitting everything, moving. I'm just excited to get out there.
It's been a while, but do you remember those Mac Brown Texas teams at all?
Nah, not really, but I heard about it. You know, I know he's a great coach, and I know North Carolina definitely going to come prepared.
You remember Vince Young and
I remember,
that game against USC or anything?
Yeah, a little bit of it, but I was young.
How old were you in 2006?
Yeah.
2006 was 19. Probably like 7. Yeah, 6, something like that.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
You talked to your dad this week yet?
Yeah.
What is he?
I'll talk talk to my dad.
Yeah, I talked to my
So
dad.
you got to share with us now. What did he tell you? What's his message to you on game week?
Well, he pretty much has the same message every week. You know, just practice hard, and you're gonna get in what you put out. You know, practice hard all week, and you come Saturday, you're gonna play a good game. If you loaf in practice and don't do the right thing, it might come back to bite you on Saturday. So just be prepared, and he's excited to watch us play too.
Do you talk to him every day?
Yeah, I talk to him every day.
When will be your last conversation? Will that be Friday? Will that be Saturday morning? Do y'all have a routine, I guess is what I'm asking.
Nah, not really. I talk to him Friday night, Saturday morning.
What's the last thing he says to you before game time?
Go out there and ball, and just play at 110%. That's pretty much all he says.
What have you seen at John Dixon so far?
He has a lot of talent. Plays with a little feistiness to him. That's what I like about him. And if he mess up, he gonna mess up at 110%. And he's willing to compete with anybody. You see him out there mixing it up with B. Ed, and he just wants to compete at the end of the day. And that's the type of guys I like.
How hard is it to, I guess, come in and try to learn a corner in this scheme where they obviously put a lot on those secondary guys?
Learning it, I wouldn't say it's that hard, but as far as playing it, it's extremely hard just because you on your own a lot out there in our defense at corner. But yeah, it's way harder on the safeties.
I guess I know you guys are probably going to play a little bit more man-to-man this year. Is that kind of you stay on one side of the field and Izzy on another, or do you guys kind of have your own specific matchups heading into a game?
Nah, we don't have no specific. I mean, it depending on the team. You know, they got a fast guy, I might line up on him, and the bigger guy, Izzy, might get him. But as far as like boundary corner and field corner, nah, we just line up and play.
What have you seen from this defensive line? We've heard how they're deeper, they're more talented. What have you seen from them in camp? Are they getting pressure on the quarterback, making things easier on you guys at times?
Definitely. This D-line is going to be real special. Obviously, you got DJ returning. We missed him last year. Kinlaw, Kier, Kobe. You know, a lot of veterans across the board. And I'm just excited as a corner because I know, we're going to have a lot of opportunities to get our hands on the ball because, like you said, they're going to be getting a lot of pressure on quarterbacks. And they look good in camp, and now we all get to see them on Saturday in the game.
How hungry are you to pick off one in the game?
I'm just going to let it come to me. I mean, I don't think about it too much, you know, because that's when you don't get any balls thrown your way. When you're thinking about a pick, it seems like you can't get any. So just taking it day by day, game by game.
Jaycee, you guys have been grinding all summer, hitting against each other. How excited are you to finally have an opponent lined up against you and know that it counts?
Definitely excited. Like you said, going against each other, seeing the same guys every day, and we finally get to line up against another team and let it all out on them. So it'll be fun.
Do you like opening up in an NFL stadium, kind of give it more of a bigger field, bigger stage, or anywhere?
I actually think like the college stadium is more, give me a little more energy, but it's whatever. It's football at the end of the day, so I'm just ready to play.
Jaycee, you know that. My bad, man.
Oh, you good?
Jaycee, you know the history, man, with some of the DBs that have come down here. Muschamp says he wants that physical style of play. What can this secondary do this year? Do you think you guys have the capability of being, bringing that swagger back, bringing that physicality that we've seen in the past in Gamecock football?
Definitely. Just because have guys like RJ, he bring the funk when he play. Me and Izzy on the edges, and I think we all just fly around. We got a good camaraderie. We communicating real well throughout camp, so it's definitely gonna be fun to watch come Saturday.
You guys have gone up against that offense and the receivers and the QB all camp long. What's your take on them, and how do you feel like they've improved from last season?
Well, number one, I would say the most thing they improved on was just taking care of the football. Jay didn't make many mistakes this camp. It's kind of a boring camp for us because we didn't get our hands on a lot of balls. But on their side of the ball, it was great for them. And we kind of mad at it during camp because we're not getting our hands on a lot of balls. But we're gonna be happy in the game when they put points on the board. So it's a little give and take.
For you, what's different mentally heading into your first game this season compared to heading into where you were last year as a freshman?
I wouldn't say it's too much of a difference. Just trying to stay locked in. I probably wouldn't say I'm as nervous as I was last year, but just the same mindset, dominate no matter who we play, whoever on the schedule. Just be 1-0 at the end of every week.